Oh yeah! Today we're going to be doing a microphone test with a few different microphones. That sounds really weird, doesn't it? So yeah, I have a YouTube studio where we make, videos every single day for almost a year now kind of thing. And I've got a bunch of cameras in this studio, as well as my computer screen, which goes, everything pretty much feeds into this machine right here, which is my A10 Mini Extreme ISO. So we're going to be talking about different microphone sound patterns and the best kind of microphone that I have at least found for my situation in my studio where we make daily videos every single day, plug time. Oh yeah. Guys, if that sounds fun to you, we are making videos every single day on this channel 2, but we also have channel 1 where we make travel films around the world, and some of them have gone viral. All right, so come join us. Now, I've got a few things to talk about. I'm just going to probably start from the start. So, okay, starting from on the left on my webpage tabs, this is the current microphone that we're using here at the moment, but I mean, that's kind of a lie. The sound that's coming from my voice to you guys right now is actually this. This is my lavalier. Now, after I've done a few tests, and I came to the conclusion that I wanted to use lavalier mics instead of this Rode NT USB, which I might add is one of the most famous. My bird is sneezing. Can you hear that? That's an issue with microphones. Some microphones would pick that up, a sound in the background, and others wouldn't, right? But we are using the lavalier at the moment as opposed to the Rode. Now let me just quickly show you the very front of this microphone. And I'm going to talk to you in a minute why I don't really use this much at all. In fact, it's not getting used at all, as we've said before, right? So I'll quickly put that back the way it was. And okay, so going from the start, so that's the Rode NT USB microphone. It is a good mic, but they also do make another mic like this, right? For, podcast people, streamers kind of thing. Awesome little mic. Now, I've personally never used it, but I've heard good reviews from it, okay? Now, a studio shotgun mic is something that I was maybe thinking about using. Now, I'll get to that in a second. So I'm going to use my phone now, which is plugged in live to my A10 Mini Extreme ISO. And as you can see, this is my iPhone. So I can change from photo to video. I can show you the last photo I took, which was subscribe. That was pretty smart of me to do that, wasn't it? But anyway, going back to that, right? Whoop, there we go. Whoop, no, there we go, everybody. Okay, so this is my A10 Mini Extreme ISO. It has 8 different camera outputs. So this one's number 1. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Going back to number 7. 7 is my iPhone right now. These little stickers represent what's plugged in currently. So what we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 cameras plugged in. Number 4 is actually my computer screen. Going back to 7 again, there's nothing on 5, there's nothing on 6, and there's nothing on 8 at the moment. As you can see, there's nothing on there. But this device allows me to get a live feed from my, from the cameras in my studio to this device, right? And everything is going to my Samsung portable solid state drive situation. There's my birds over there if you guys are interested, okay? Now, what was I going to try and talk about? God, I'm trying to think what I was going to talk about. So, okay, this has 2 microphone inputs. Microphone input 1, which is what we're listening to right now. Now, if I turn that off and turn this one on, now you guys are listening to my sexy voice in this microphone. How does it sound, right? So, yeah, going back. So if I put number 1 on at the same time, that way there's two microphones on at the same time, and it probably sounds really echoey and not the best. Now, I will say, number 1, I have synced the audio to my voice with number 1 using the software for this Blackmagic product. Okay, so I've made sure that my voice is exactly the same as what you're seeing, right? Otherwise there'd be a delay. So potentially there would be a delay with this one or any of the other camera angles. So for example, I'm going to show you now with this, my studio cameras, and of course we can get the audio from those studio cameras if I choose to, and I will do it for this video, obviously. So going back to number 7, camera 7 is obviously my iPhone. So if I want camera 1, which is right here, right? We'll go back to 7. Camera 1, we can actually put the audio on camera 1 right now. We'll turn the audio off for the microphone. And now this audio is coming from that camera right there, camera 1. Okay? Now obviously we've got camera 2, which is my teleprompter slider that's going backwards and forwards at 60% currently at the moment. Now, if you wanted to know where my... Hang on, before I go any further, I'll put the sound back. There we go. The sound should sound a lot better now. So that was the sound coming from that camera, but I'm able to look at the audio interface. Is that the right word? I don't know. I'm able to see what my audio levels are from the TV down below. So I'll quickly show you that now. So this is my television screen below my teleprompter and below my clock and camera 1. So that's camera 1, camera 2, and camera 3 is up there on my what would you call it, C-stand, I guess you could say. But anyway, going back to the television, these are my audio inputs. So we've got mic 1 and mic 2. They're the inputs directly for just the mics, right? And of course we have microphones for all the cameras as well, okay? Now obviously camera 1, 2, and 3 are working, and camera 7 is working, my iPhone, but camera 4 is actually my computer screen, like I said, so there's no sound coming from that, which is why you can't see anything, right? So I'll show you that one more time. And yeah, so obviously programmer's on the right, programmer's showing you what we're actually using right now. But mic 1 is the only one that's illuminated, all right? Now watch what happens if I do microphone 2, this one right here. So obviously this microphone is now working. Oh yeah, everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now showing you the levels on my TV screen again. That's what they look like right there. As you can see, number 2 is just on and nothing else is on. But if I put number 1 on, by having two microphones on at the same time, it sounds pretty dreadful, especially if they're not synced up properly. All right? The more microphones you have turned on, it's going to sound a little like this. It's going to sound like a terrible goddamn mess. And I'm trying to get my voice away from here so it's not clipping all the time, because that's a potential problem, right? Turn them all off again. That's a potential problem with clipping, right? That the louder a sound is in a microphone, the more it clips. Now that's a bit of a problem I have with my Rode Lavalier, and I'll get to that in a second. But before I do, I want to give you a sound test of each one of my cameras. So, okay, where do we start? So once again, that is camera 1. This is camera 2. DSLRs, I might add, DSLRs there, and obviously camera 3 is my GoPro in its actual, what would you call it? It's in the media mod. It's the GoPro with the media mod. Get GoPro 9, okay, up there. So, yeah, let's just do an example right now, fresh with no other contaminations from other microphones. This is going to be the sound from microphone 1. That's it. This is microphone 1 right now. So it's going to sound a lot more distant. Obviously, the further I walk away, the worse it's going to sound. But obviously, as I come closer to you, it's going to sound a lot better. Sorry if the sound is clipping again, all right? But it is what it is. Now we're going to go to microphone 2. That's it right now. So, quite literally, this is camera 2. Hello, everybody. And this is microphone 2 right now. And that's what we're on right now. Just double check. Yeah, 100%. So moving this out of the way for a second. We don't need that. I've actually done a test before I did this video just to see what this sound quality was like, because, I mean, this camera is quite literally inside of a teleprompter. Let me quickly show you. And it still doesn't sound that bad, actually, strangely enough. So there's the DSLR inside of the teleprompter, all right? And surprisingly enough, even though it's cushioned in there behind glass and behind fabric, it still doesn't sound too bad. I don't know why that is, but it is what it is, right? Now we're going to go to camera 3 and we're going to use this audio right now from the GoPro. Okay, this is the GoPro's audio right now. Now obviously we can change camera angles while still retaining the same sound from the GoPro, for example. Just double check that sounds right, yep. So we've got strobe lights going on because it's slow motion. Hang on, just quickly clear my lens so the lens isn't blurry. And going back to here again, so as you can see, we've got camera 3 on right now. Okay, this is camera 3, and now we're going back to 1. Okay, did you guys actually see that? Or maybe you didn't see that. Let me try that again. Okay, camera 7 is for my phone, but we're actually getting the audio from number 3. So number 3 is the GoPro. All right, so we'll change the GoPro audio, and we'll do number 1 audio, and so it just goes to show that it doesn't really matter with this amazing device. It doesn't really matter what camera I put it on, right? The audio is only coming from one specific thing that I want to show you. I really love my A10 Mini Extreme ISO. It's such a great device from Blackmagic. Now, one more time. All right, so look, now we've got microphone 2 on, and we'll bring the camera around, we'll bring the microphone around here, I should say. And, you know, this is what my voice sounds like right here. But the problem is, I want to be able to walk away and, you know, say, look guys, look at this thing over here. Or, you know, if I turn around and be like, hey, look at my YouTube pillows. You know, you can find us on social media. See, when I turn around like that, that's when the problem starts, right? The sound quality is obviously getting less and less, right, the further I go. Now, this isn't going to happen with my lavalier kind of thing, which is one of the reasons why I got it, right? Which is one of the reasons why I'm continuing to use it. But I mean, this really does have good sound quality. Oh, yeah. So, if I could have something like this, but attached to here, you know, that would be awesome, right? But anyway, going back to here again. So there you go. We've now got two microphones on, turning number 2 off. You know, this is what number 1 sounds like. It's my lavalier, my Rode lavalier microphone. You know, I can literally walk around the studio with this thing, and it doesn't really matter where I go. I mean, I can go out of picture, right? I can literally walk down my staircase. Hi, everybody. I can walk down my staircase, and you guys can still hear me fresh and clear, and my black cat almost tripped me over down the steps. What the hell? Could you guys see me properly? I couldn't really see the screen, but hopefully you could see me, right? But yeah, and here I am walking over here, you know. Hi, everybody. Hi, guys, you know. And you can hear me so good. So that's probably the main reason why I like this microphone so much, is because, you know, you can just go anywhere you want. I can turn my head and be like, hey, guys, subscribe to Tallboy Gareth. Here are the pillows, the social media pillows to do that, right? And you can hear me crystal clear. Anyway, that was enough talking. What am I going to show you next? So yeah, I really wanted to get myself a studio shotgun microphone. And I may do that one day because, as you guys have seen, I have a C-stand and I'm able to connect things on top of my C-stand just like I have with my GoPro. All right, so I'm thinking about someday putting a shotgun microphone up there so I can be standing here talking to you guys and you can hear me clearly, and it wouldn't really matter if I turn my head around too much. I don't think. So the kind of microphone I actually want to get, if I can find it, is, hang on. Okay, so what is the industry standard shotgun microphone, I asked Google. Well, according to them, right, it's the Sennheiser 416. It's an industry standard shotgun boom microphone, and you know, it's earned its place inside and outside of Hollywood for a long, long time, apparently. But those things, do you know how much those things are? God, they're about $1,000. Okay, now something like this, which we'll show you the prices in a minute, but I mean, this is a lot cheaper, and this thing right here, this is a lot cheaper again. Mind you, I am actually using an extension cord, a Rode, I think it's a Rode extension cord, and it has this what would you call it? It's like those old telephones where you had it to your ear, and it had a cord, and it had these, so you can, you know, kind of walk away kind of thing, spongy effect, spring effect. So you know, this allows me to walk long distances, and it's obviously tied up my shirt kind of thing. But yeah, I really do want to get a shotgun mic someday. And when I do, I will absolutely be doing a review on that. And it'll probably be this one if I can afford it someday. All right. Now, what else did I want to show you? Now, this guy, if you've not seen this video, and if you're interested in this kind of subject, go check out this guy, DSLR video shooter. This video is really, really good when it comes to this subject. I think he did a really good scientific review, as best as possible, at least, on a bunch of microphones. And I think, yeah, I think the one of them that came out on top was actually the Sennheiser 416. I'm pretty sure. Lucky him, he's got that. All right, he's actually got a bunch more. But anyway, jealous. Anyway, so microphone polar pattern chart. Now, this is something to think about if you're going to be getting a microphone for your studio, for your space, for your, if you're a musician, if you've got music that you want to record. This is about to hit me in the face. Yeah, Liverpool kiss, all right? If you've got, Jesus, if you've got, some really cool sounding instruments that you want to record, or if you want to do some podcasting talk conversation, then you better do the research before you buy yourself a microphone. Remember, this isn't on right now. It's this, right? This, anyway. You got to do some research. So what exactly is a microphone polar pattern chart? Polar pattern chart. Am I saying that right? Well, anyway, this is what it is here. Now, before we get too deep into this, which we, let's face it, won't be getting too deep into this at all. Oh, geez, what have I done? I'm just going to say it right now. I am not a microphone expert at all. No way. All right. Basically, don't listen to me at all. Okay. No, I do have some good advice. Hopefully you like it, but I'm not an expert. I'm just going to say a few things here and there about this situation. Okay. Now, there are many different microphones. We'll start quickly at this one, which is the omnidirectional. It's basically a microphone that records the sound everywhere. All right. Now there's this one here, scuba cardioid. I don't know how to pronounce these ones. This one has the sound mainly coming from the front, and there's a bit of reduced noise from the back of the microphone. Now this one here has most of the sound coming from the front, where when you speak to the back of the microphone like this, only a small portion of the sound comes in. Right. Now a shotgun microphone has the majority of the sound coming from the front, but from a very specific part of the front, right? There's some sound gets into this microphone from the sides, and only a very little at the back. Now, of course, you've got these other ones here that if you want to have a quick look, these ones do that as well. This one right here basically looks like a cut-up penis. It would basically look like a penis on a slide. I'm just letting you know. It looks something like that, right? But there's another picture right here if you guys wanted to have a quick look at that, right? That's what's the same thing we've just shown you, but a different kind of version of that, right? Now, there's this really interesting website. This one right here, Lewitt, Lewitt is the website's name. And we'll have a quick little read from it, right? Microphone polar patterns. So it is essential to know polar patterns to get the perfect recording out of your microphone. Here you'll learn everything you need to call yourself a pro. Interesting, right? So here's a quick little example. This particular microphone, I don't know what it is, but this particular microphone right here has the majority of the sound that it listens. The microphone listens to your voice, right? Or the things around the room. The majority of this microphone listens to the front of the microphone as opposed to the back. All right? This is why you really need to do your research before you get yourself a good microphone, right? What are you using your microphone for, and what do you need it for, and all that kind of stuff? Well, what are polar pattern pickup patterns, right? It is essential to understand the basic principles of polar patterns to get the best out of every recording. The polar pattern of a microphone determines the sensitivity at different angles. So a polar pattern defines how much of the signal will be picked up by the microphone from different directions. I'm going to give you a quick example right now. Okay, we have both microphones on at the same time. Obviously by hearing it, right? Now we've got this one is now turned off. Microphone 1 is off. Microphone 2 is now on, right? So you're hearing me from microphone 2. I mean, it sounds good, but what happens obviously if we're going to turn the microphone around, so I'm speaking from the back. Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Alright guys, so this is me speaking at the back of the microphone. I'm actually speaking louder than I was before, and as you guys can hear, I mean, the sound quality is just not there. It's pretty interesting, isn't it? So it just goes to show that when you do get yourself a microphone, you need to make sure you're speaking to it in the correct direction. Now, a quick story to tell you. Do you see this little gold silver dot, right? This dot represents the front of the microphone. I'll put that back in the front again. So I actually was speaking to the back of the microphone for the longest time, only because I wanted the little dials. There's little dials, like 2 dials on the back on the side of this microphone. I wanted them dials on the left, and I didn't think, right, because the microphone is pretty much symmetrical front and back, visually speaking. I just thought you could speak to it either way, right? Silly me. So for a little while there, I was trying to get this microphone to work, and it wasn't working to my liking. So I 100% chose the lavalier, right? So yeah, I'm an idiot. Okay, it is what it is. Anyway, going back to microphone one again. There we go. Microphone 1's on. Now going that way again. So by selecting the right pattern, you can avoid unwanted sound sources to bleed into your signal, adjust the mix between dry and room sound, or change the frequency response and influence the proximity effect. I don't know what that is, but anyway, going down. So like I said, there's the penis cut up in a slide, on a scientific slide, right? Ouch, I'm feeling it right now. So there's a lot of information to digest, and there's many different microphones that they give examples to right now. So look at this pattern right here, okay? There is a 3-dimensional representation of this microphone. The majority of the sound comes from the front, and only a little bit comes at the back, kind of like mine. Maybe this is mine, I don't quite know. I'm not too sure. I'm not a pro, okay? Now, a microphone like this would get sound absolutely everywhere, 360, and there's the 3-dimensional representation of just that, right? Hello, Blondie. My Blondie cockatiel is sneezing again. So yeah, 360, there we go. Now this one gets sound from front and back equally, but there's hardly any sound on the sides, right? So there we go. Sound equally on the front, sound equally on the back, okay? But there's hardly any sound coming from the side. So if you were to speak to this microphone from the side, I mean, you're not going to get your voice across, are you? And there's this microphone which has the majority of the sound coming from the front, and it reduces a little bit on the back. There we go, all right? Now, if I can just quickly find something else on this website without blurring you guys, because I'm kind of going up the page really, really quickly. What did I want to read to you? Okay, so how to read a polar pattern diagram. Well, think of a 360 field surrounding the microphone. So 0 degrees is the front of the microphone and the angle where the microphone has its maximum sensitivity. The scale of the circle consists of smaller circles, each representing a 5 decibel decrease in sensitivity. So in the example below, you can see that the cardioid polar pattern is least sensitive to sound coming from the back of the microphone. So there we go. You know, it's about 5 degrees per whatever. Look, I'm not a pro, but I'm hopefully teaching a lot of people my advice and my situation here in the studio, okay? Now, I will be linking these products, the majority of these products that I'm talking about today, they will be linked in the description below. We're going to talk about my lavalier in a second, but you know, it helps the channel out. If you buy one of these things from one of the things that I've linked in the description below, it helps the channel out, and you guys don't pay anything extra. It's just me that gets show me the money situation, okay? I don't really think we get paid that much. God damn it, being a new content creator in 2021, God, it's just, you know, please, may I have some more? It's a bit hard, you know? But anyway, if there's no links there, they should be there eventually at some other point in time. But if there are links, buy them now. Okay, please, please. Now, this is what I'm using now. Okay, I'm using the Smart Lav Plus lavalier from Rode. Now, I suggest you don't use this one for a studio atmosphere. You're only going to be using this if you have, well, it says it quite literally says it there. It says broadcast quality audio direct to your smartphone or tablet. Now, this is a great device, and I mean, you're listening to me right now from this thing right now, right? But because this thing is designed for smartphones only, it's best not to use this one, and I'll show you why. Do you see the pins? Look at the pins. There's like 1, 2, 3 black dots on the pins. Do you see like the little, oh, can I show you properly? You know when you plug the pin, the microphone into the input, there has little black circles, right? There is one more black circle, and that's for iPhones and phones and tablets. I don't quite know what it's for, but phones and tablets use a different kind of headphone. Let me show you this one right now. So this is the normal one. This is the one that I do suggest, and I have actually bought this one as well, but I actually couldn't find it for this review. But you see this, right? It only has 2 little black circles on the metal. 1, 2, 1, 2, as opposed to this one right now, which has 1, 2, 3. Double checking. So it's, if you were to use that in this machine right now, you would not hear anything. You would not hear anything, which is why I have an adapter. I have an adapter, and I will show you this adapter right now. So this thing right here to this thing right here is the adapter. So this thing is allowing you to hear me right now. Now this adapter is called this, right? It's the Rode SC3 3.5mm TRRS to TRS adapter. Now, before you go out and buying this and then getting confused, they make the reverse of this. They make the reverse of this. Okay, let's just show you. So you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I'll try and find a photo for you right now. We'll show you images. Okay, this is perfect. Look at these two. What are the differences between these two? The male on this one is grey, whereas the male on this one is black. This female is grey, whereas this one is black. So that it's like it's reversed for a different purpose. I don't quite know what it's for. I don't need it for that type of reason, right? But this is what we're talking about. You would need this one if you buy this for something other than your phone or tablet. All right. Now I've got a few of these. I've got a few. Here we go. I've got a few of these, 2 of these, and I've got 2 of these. Okay. Get this one if you're using something other than your phone or tablet. Get this one if you're using your phone or tablet. But once again, if you do get this and you're not using your phone and tablet, you can get the adapter, which once again is that. Oh, have I made sense? What are we on now? 30 minutes. We're almost finished. We've got one more thing to show you guys. No, I don't. I think that's pretty much it. Look, what do you guys think about the situation? You know, I would like to sound really good and crisp and clear with this microphone. This microphone right here, but it just doesn't sound very good unless I'm really, really, really close to it. The further I get away, the more obnoxiously quiet it becomes. So guys, if you like this video, come join me on both channels. We're on channel 2, the one you're on currently right now. And we're also on channel 1 where we make travel films around the world. Some of them have gone viral. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, as I speak to close, very, very close to the microphone, at Tallboy Gareth. I love you guys. I've been told my name's Gareth. Bye-bye.